process of determining the value of a company, yes, entity, and it is most commonly used in the context of financial industry. Yes or no? Corporate valuation means when you are valuing any company. Just now we have taken the example, like for example, Reliance. Yes, if I'm saying Reliance value is equal to 15,000 crore, means if you pay 15,000 crore, you can acquire that company. And you can purchase that company. If I say Tata's worth is equal to 25,000 crore, means if you pay 25,000 crore, you can acquire that company. So that is how you are calculating with the help of corporate valuation. This is how we are calculating. Yes. So this is your corporate valuation definition. Now I hope this definition is clear to each and everyone. This is the basic definition. Okay. Now, coming to next part, what we are going to do here. You understood that we are going to value these businesses. We are going to value companies. Yes, we have understood this. And everyone cannot perform these activities because everyone requires some knowledge. And we don't have about it. Like you all are bankers, so you are expert of bank. Yes, I'm chartered accountant. I'm expert about my field. I cannot, do doctor work because I don't have any knowledge about them. So for this valuation also we require analyst. Okay, we require their expert who will do this valuation. So analysts will perform business valuation. Now, why they are doing all these things? To find out. Why they are doing these things? To find out present value of business and future value of business. What you are doing at present and what vision you have in your future. See, in our module A, we have seen about two terms. Yes, first mission and next vision. Okay. Vision talks about your future. Yes or no? Vision talks about future. Mission talks about your present. What you are right now. That is what present. So whenever we are valuing any company, we are not always going to say that we are going to talk about your present. No, you are also going to value about future. Correct? If you acquire any business and that business will give any 10,000 crores in your present year, and after that you will see continuous losses, are you going to acquire that company? No. Why we are going to acquire that type of company? We want present as well as future profits. We are not looking for only present profits. We want present profits as well as future profits. We want both the profits. Correct? So that is why we are seeing present value and future value. But directly you cannot just add few numbers and you can say this is the amount. No. For calculation of these things, we require time value of money. If you are joining for the first time, means today is your first session, then you must have seen this time value of money in your JAIIB. Okay, under your ABFM module C. We used to calculate present value factor, future value factors. I hope you can recall that part. But if you have already started your preparation, yes, you have covered this calculation part in your module B. Okay, so you already know it, how to use these formulas. Okay, if you are joining today only, this is the first session, then you have seen in your JAIIB under ABFM. The same thing we have also completed under module B. So this is nothing new, but how to use it in different situations, that is going to be new. Yes, so this is about your definition and what we are going to learn here. Now, next thing we are going to talk about, just give me one moment. Okay, now coming to next part, which is your IVS. Now this is important. Yes, now this is important. When we talk about accounts, when we talk about laws, yes, when we talk about traffic, we have their rules and regulations. You must have heard about traffic rules and regulations, banking rules and regulations. Yes, the same thing here also we have when you are valuing any company. Like for accounts, you have accounting standards, in there, some principles. Yes or no? Because there are some rules and regulations, as per that you need to work. For valuing any company, again, we have some valuation techniques, and that is given by international valuation standards. Okay, so this is what IVS. Now, this is important, everyone. In exam, they can ask direct question on this. So, this is what International Assets Valuation Standards Committee, who is responsible for developing the international valuation standards. So here you have International Assets Valuation Committee, who actually develops your international valuation standards, IVS. Now, why they're developing this? So that they can maintain consistency, they can create transparency and confidence in valuation. See, now if we talk about India, if we talk about India, in India only we have so many companies like Reliance, Tata, correct, then Sun Pharma, yes or no, etc., etc. We have so many companies which is our domestic companies. Same case if you see foreign companies. Yes, if you see foreign companies, we have like Apple company, yes, that Amazon, Tesla, etc. We have foreign companies, we have domestic companies. Now you know Reliance, they are just not working in domestic boundaries, they are also working in foreign countries. Yes, same with Tata, they are not working only in domestic companies, they are also working in foreign countries. Same if you see Apple, Amazon, they are just not any foreign companies, they are having place of business in India as well. Correct? Means now they all are working all over the world, and I'm just not saying in India. Correct. So at this time, you can see all businesses are working in every place. But if suppose Reliance wants to acquire Apple, okay, then how they can do it? If they are not working on some common ground, if they're not working on some common ground, then how they are going to acquire this company? Yes, so that is going to be very difficult. So for making things equal or making things constant for every company, we have this IVS. Whatever laws Reliance will be using, the same laws Apple needs to use. Okay, the basic making of their accounts, basic calculations needs to be same. Like in your banks also, ultimately your own objectives, your own workings, that is different. But your main agenda, your main working, your main you can say rules and regulations that are common. And the same thing every bank will be doing. The same thing they're using here. If you're a company, you need to follow the same sense of working, same types of rules and regulations. In every company, when they're valuing their own company or any other company, they need to use this common rules and regulations. That is your IVS, International Valuation Company. That is what International Valuation Company. Yes. So according to the provisions of IVS 105, which number you need to use here? 105. Yes, here you need to use that number, that is a 105. This is the number you need to use. So here IVS 5 valuation approaches and methods due to consideration must be given the valuation approaches that are pertinent and appropriate methods, steps, even calculation, that methods needs to be constant. Yes, so this is about IVS 105. In exam, they can ask direct question. Yes? Yes, you can take the example of Toyota as well. Yes, classes will be available after live session as well, after 30 to 40 minutes. Okay. Now, there are different types through which you can calculate the value. Yes, there are different types of value which you are going to see in your module C. That is first book value, next market value. There are two types of valuation you are going to majority of the times you are going to deal. That is your book value and market value. Okay, book value, market value. So let's start with the first one, that is your book value. Now, book value means what? Book values, again you will take the value, you will calculate something, but How you are going to calculate this? You are going to take the value of asset and complete business entity established by the books or the finances of the company. Basically, if you're taking any data from your balance sheet, yes, if you're taking the data of your assets, about your all your land, assets, gold, jewelry, everything from your balance sheet, and through that you take value, then that is book value. Book means here balance sheet. Book means here balance sheet. Yes, book means what? Book means balance sheet. Okay, so book means balance sheet. So how you are going to do valuation here? With the help of balance sheet. How you are going to calculate value? With the help of balance sheet. That is your valuation first type. Coming to the next type, that is market value. Market value. Now, market value used to describe how much an asset or a company is worth on the financial market. Financial market, like your National Stock Exchange, yes, Bombay Stock Exchange. These are your financial markets. So, if you talk about companies, they all are are listed here, Hana, on this National Stock Exchange, on this Bombay Stock Exchange. They all are listed here. So, if you see any company like Reliance, so at what price you can purchase their shares? That is the valuation. That is the value you can take and you can use the calculation part. Okay? So that is your market value. Market value means from the market you will take the value of that company. Yes, and markets are like your National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange. These are your financial market. So market value is fundamentally an equity value because equity investors value a company's share apart from their investments. So this is about your market value. So till now we have seen about values, how you can see two types of values. First, book value, next market value. Yes, book value you can take from balance sheet. Okay, how you can value any company with the help of balance sheet. Next, you can value any company with the help of market share. Yes, you can take from the market worth. Correct? So these are the two things we have seen till now. Any doubt? Any doubt till here? Yes. These are the two types of values. First, we have seen that is book value and market value. Okay. So tell me, which IVS standard we need to follow when we are valuing any company? Tell me, everyone. Yes. 105. Very good. IVS 105. Yes, IVS, that is 105. Okay? 105. International Valuation Standard 105. Acha, for book value, which documents we are going to take for the numbers? Tell me, everyone. Yes. How you are going to value in case of books? Yes, you will take the help from balance sheet. Yes, and what about market value? What about market value? Yes, that is balance sheet. Share market, you can say, Hana, from financial market. From financial market. Yes or no? Like National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange. See, debt means your loan part. Okay, here debt means your loan part. So whenever we are valuing any company, na, we are never going to add this loan part. Okay, means what? See, suppose if you are holding cash equal to 10,000 rupees. Okay, if you are holding 10,000 rupees, you are holding some gold, yes, equal to 5,000 rupees. Okay. You are holding cash, you are holding gold. These two things are your assets. Yes, these two things are your assets. Yes or no? Cash and gold, these two things are your assets. Yes or no? Hana? These two things are your assets. Now, if you see next thing here, suppose you have taken one bank loan. Okay, you have taken suppose bank loan. You have taken bank loan equal to suppose 4,500. 4,500. This is your bank loan. So if I ask you, what is the net amount you are holding? What is the net value you are having? If I ask you what value you are holding, tell me. Are you holding 15,000? Are you holding directly 50,000? 15,000? No, you are not holding 15,000 here because there is one liability on you which you need to pay, and that liability is 15,000 minus 4,500. Yes, that liability is equal to 4,500. So, what is your net value that you are holding? That is only 10,500. Correct? So, this is the meaning that part. Okay, that line you asked, ma'am, Madhvi ma'am, apart from debt lenders means you need to subtract your loan part. Okay, debt means your liability. You need to remove your liabilities and then you need to calculate that value. Okay, I hope you got this answer. Okay, I will change that color. Okay, I will change that color. Okay, I will change that color. I hope pink is visible. Hana, pink, I think that is visible. Okay, chaliye. So till here we have seen about the types of values. Now, coming to next part, that is enterprise value. Yes, this is your next part, which is enterprise value. Just now we have seen about what? We have seen about company, corporate valuation. Hana? Corporate valuation means what? Corporate means company. Company means your enterprise. Again, these things are same. Hana? These are similar terms. Again, you are going to value your company. So this is one way through which you can calculate your company's valuation. That is a enterprise value. This is one of the way through which you can calculate company's valuation, which is an enterprise value. Okay. So now value that is placed on a complete company, including its debts and other commitments. Now, how you are calculating company's worth? Here you are calculating company's worth by taking their debt amount as well and other commitments. Commitments, that is not your asset. And I promise you that I will pay 10,000 rupees. That is my commitment. So that is my asset? No, that is my liability. And that is my liability. So how you will be calculating this enterprise value? By taking your debts and your commitments, and that is how you will talk about complete value of your company. Okay, so here is one formula which you need to use. So basic formula is you will take net debt plus equity part. Net debt means your liabilities part. Yes, this is a liabilities part. Equity value means your owner's part. Owner's part. You know what they are taking? They are taking that balance sheet equation. That balance sheet equation. I hope you can recall that balance sheet equation. A equal to L plus E. Yes, equity or you can say capital. Okay, this is your equity value and this L is your net debt part. So ultimately you go from assets or you go from your liabilities. Both will talk about your valuation only. Okay, so how you are calculating this enterprise value? You are taking net debt plus enterprise value. This is how we are calculating your enterprise valuation. Okay, so equity value can be your enterprise value minus net debt. See, enterprise. Wait. So here, now we are talking about enterprise value. So wait, I think. Oh, just wait a second, everyone. Okay, so enterprise valuation means what? Enterprise valuation means when you are talking about company's valuation and how you are calculating by taking their net debt part plus equity part. Okay, so how you are calculating this valuation taking net debt part plus equity part. These are the two things you will use for calculation of enterprise valuation. I think both is now not working. Just give me everyone 1 minute. Okay. Just wait a second, everyone. Enterprise valuation means what? When you are adding net debt plus equity value. Okay, debt amount is a loan amount, equity is your ownership amount. So we are adding both the things here. So what formula we are going to use here? You are going to use equity valuation part, equity part, your owner's part, plus your debt part. See, till here you can see all your liabilities part. Okay, like your short-term debt, long-term debt, current portion of long-term debt, capital lease obligation, preferred securities, non-controlling interest, other non-controlling liabilities. But remember one thing, your cash will always be subtracted from this part. Cash and cash equivalents always you need to subtract from this enterprise valuation formula. So your formula is what? Your formula is equity plus debt minus cash and cash equivalents. Okay, your valuation is not your cash part. Valuation will never include your cash part. Okay, suppose if I am having 10,000 units. See, suppose if I'm holding 100 apples. Yes, everyone. Along with this, I'm holding 10,000 cash. Okay, and this apple amount is equal to suppose 1 lakh. Okay, amount is equal to 1 lakh. 100 apples I'm holding. This is in units. So what is my total asset? You will say total asset is equal to 1,10,000. Okay, 1,10,000. This is my apple business. This is my apple business. So in this apple business, if you want to purchase my business, though valuation is 1,10,000, but you will not take my cash as well. Hana, you will take only apple things. You will take my business, not cash along with it. Okay? So this is how we are valuing your enterprise value. This is how we are valuing your enterprise valuation. Okay, I hope you understood this part. Tomorrow, I will be sharing some questions based on that. Okay, we have few questions based on this enterprise value, how to calculate it. But remember one thing, you have seen today your this rules and regulations, that is your IVS 105. After that, we have seen the types of books. Okay, types of books, that is your valuation book, which is your book value and market value. After that, we have started with this enterprise value. Okay. Tomorrow we will be continuing this session. So remember, if you're watching from YouTube, means if you haven't enrolled in our ACE batch, then do enroll it fast. Because from tomorrow, all the sessions will be visible to only our paid sessions. Okay, only to our paid classes. So make sure tomorrow you are joining our paid class so that you can continue this module C. And from tomorrow, we are going to see numerical part as well. Okay, we have some numerical questions as well here. So tomorrow we will be continuing with that. So do join it. You can see here we have some numericals. Okay, based on this adjusted book value. All these things we need to calculate. Because in exam they're asking direct questions based on this. Correct? And For purchasing our batches, you can use this coupon code, that is Y895. Yes, this is our coupon code through which you can get maximum discount for your Ace batch. Okay, this is your maximum discount code. Apart from this, any query, any doubt, you can ask me now. And remember one more thing, you need to take calculator as well. Okay, because calculators are allowed in your exam. So whenever you are seeing any module B or C topic, make sure you are having your calculator. Okay, without calculator, please don't solve any numerical, because in exam you are allowed to take this calculator. Yes, so no, it's for today only. Every day we will be conducting for 1 hour, but today this is our demo class, that's why it's only for half an hour. Okay. Anything else, everyone? Today's session is live on our YouTube as well as on our paid class, so that is why today's session is only for 30 minutes, not exceeding that. Okay, tomorrow it will be again for 1 hour. So timing for your ABFM, that is going to be a 7 p.m. Okay, evening 7 p.m. Yes, any other doubt? Any questions? This is your module C. Module C. Okay, so I think now we can wind up this session. Okay, everyone, then thank you for joining, and do enroll it right now, because now we are providing maximum off by using this coupon code. Remember, tomorrow we are going to share this, module CD with our paid candidates only. Correct? So do subscribe to our channel as well as, and do join our paid classes. Okay, so bye everyone. Thank you for joining. Take care and see you tomorrow. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much.